and the Masters of the Universe.
So today I'm very excited because I just received my shipment of the Wave 2 Super 7 Masters of the Universe Club Grayskull figures. So this is the second wave of Masters of the Universe figures. If you remember back several months ago, I got Wave 1, unboxed Wave 1. So that included Hordak, Teela, Man-at-Arms, and Triclops. This wave includes 4 figures, which I'm going to unbox and reveal in just a few minutes. And we'll crack right in. And interestingly enough, on the side of the package, there was this small mysterious envelope. It says, "Attention, special delivery from Eternia," so I'll open that as well. So let's crack into the box and see what's inside. Alright, well, this box is really heavily taped, so I'm going to be able to pry it open in my hand, so I need something to be able to open it. Nice. So just opening this envelope, and there was a Triclops head inside, so yeah, Triclops head. And apparently there was a reported issue where the visor wasn't rotating properly. So I believe that's what this is correcting. So also inside that envelope was this pamphlet, so I'm just going to read this. So, "Dear MOTU fan, in producing the MOTU Club Grayskull Triclops action figure, our team spot checked pre-production and production samples and shipped the figures to you, satisfied that the figures were in working order. Despite this, we've received a significant number of reports of Triclops action figures in which the visor does not rotate properly. Sorting out who has or has not encountered this issue would be a huge undertaking. Therefore, we're sending a replacement head to everyone. If your Triclops visor does not rotate, you can swap the head with this replacement following the instructions below. If your Triclops visor does rotate, please enjoy the complimentary extra head anyway." I really don't know whether or not the head rotated or not, given I never really opened the figures. But I will enjoy the extra head, so thank you, Super 7. We apologize for this inconvenience this has caused you, and thank you sincerely for your support, Super 7. And then at the bottom here, actually the instructions are pretty funny as to how to replace the head. So get this. Instructions for Triclops head replacement. Hold figure under hot, not boiling water for 45 seconds to soften the plastic. Firmly pull head vertically up off of the neck pin. And firmly press replacement head downward onto neck pin. I'm really interested in anyone who attempts to replace the head, so if you do have any experience doing this, please feel free to comment below just whether or not this was pretty easy to do or not. Sounds like a lot of work, and you know, I'd actually worry about potentially damaging the figure, but interested to hear about your experience, so please feel free to comment and let us know. So now let's dig into the box proper. Okay, here we go. Cutting into the box. You have to be He-Man to open this box. Here we go, so we got the box open. And yeah, they're very well packaged. I mean, similar to other waves, they come with, I'll pull them out and show you. So they come with these really nice, you know, the typical packaging, so the cardboard box around the actual box. So you've got Merman. I'll open these in a second. Tung-Lashor. Sorceress. And many faces. So just stack those over there. So I'm gonna bust these open. I'm gonna start with many faces. These are usually wedged in pretty good. Same with the other wave, I remember. So getting them in and out is a bit of a pain. And like, I'm pretty picky on the packaging, sort of staying relatively pristine. So I'm gonna try to do this without damaging the actual box. Right, here we go. Here we go. So, you know, similar to Wave 1, you've got like the Grayskull packaging, which matches, you know, the old Filmation style, you know, Castle Grayskull. And then the Masters of the Universe with the Super 7 on the back. And then this is a sleeve, so it flips out. And there you go. That looks pretty cool, actually. Wow. I love the style of these figures. Like, so, you know, I probably mentioned in the original blog that I filmed that, you know, what I like about these versus, you know, traditional Masters of the Universe figures is the fact that these actually look like the cartoon. And, you know, growing up, you know, not just with Masters of the Universe, but, you know, like other toy lines. I remember just wondering, like, well, you know, why don't these toys look like the cartoons? And for various reasons, you know, usually animators take liberties, you know, toy makers, you know, for whatever reason, by the time a toy gets out to market, it might not necessarily resemble what you see on television, but this is pretty faithful recreation. And I like the fact that, like, you know, the detail, like, you know, would match sort of like what you see on the cartoon. So it doesn't have like, you know, it's a lot cleaner in terms of the paint. But yeah, really cool, and like a ton of accessories. So that is a really cool figure. So that's Manny Faces. I've got Sorceress. I'm gonna say Sorceress for last, just because that's actually probably the one I'm most excited about. Let's go to Tung-Lashor. So I believe he was a member of the Horde. I didn't actually have a Tung-Lashor figure, I know, with the original line, so I even forgot what he looks like. But I guess I'm about to find out. So here we go, big reveal. And yeah, there is Tung-Lashor. And then, you know, back of the box, you've got sort of what he looks like on the cartoon. So yeah, member of the Horde. And actually, this figure comes with multiple heads. So this figure comes with, he's got, you know, one head where, you know, his head is just basically, you know, his mouth closed, and then he's got another head where the tongue is sticking out. So that's really cool. I'd hope that replacing the head on this is not as hard as the Triclops head swapping sounded, with having to put the figure under boiling water. And I imagine it's not. I believe the heads just sort of pop in and off for the figures where you're meant to replace the head. But yeah, really neat, really cool figure. And again, like, you know, that, you know, it's cool. So the other set had Hordak, so another member of the Horde. You've got like the Horde symbol on it. Looks like he's got a blaster. I'm trying to figure out what this other accessory is. I think it looks like an arm cannon. But yeah, like that is a really cool looking figure. So Tung-Lashor. So next we've got Merman. So Merman is a figure that I am very familiar with. So he is, you know, kind of one of the core villains, or Skeletor's henchmen. So it's cool to have this sort of in my collection. Got all these boxes stacked, so let's so wow, that is incredible. So Merman, so it really looks like the cartoon. You've got yeah, really, like, I mean, you can look at the detail here on the back of what he looked like in the cartoon, and you can see, like, yeah, really good recreation. So he's got a sword, he's got a blaster, and sort of expression that like that wide-eyed expression he always had on the cartoon. But yeah, that's a pretty cool looking figure. You know, Merman wasn't like really the most intimidating villain. You know, like most of Skeletor's henchmen, including Skeletor himself, somewhat a bit of an idiot. But yeah, like good to have him. You know, I've got Skeletor, I've got Beastman. I've got a number of the Filmation style figures. You know, not just from the Super 7 line, but the Mattel, Club Maddie, line. Actually had gone back and bought like a few of those because I wasn't collecting them as they were coming out, mostly through eBay and that. So it's good to actually be getting in on this collection as these figures are coming out. So there you have Merman. And finally, this is like the main event for me, so Sorceress. So I actually had a Sorceress figure with the original line as well. Like Masters of the Universe was one of those lines where, yeah, it was pretty cool as like the I guess as the show went on, to see, you know, pretty faithful recreations of characters from the show. Like I remember they came out with a Prince Adam figure, there was a Sorceress figure, you know, a few others like Orko, and those weren't figures I remember that were out at least early on in the line. I mean, I could be wrong, but I remember, you know, as the show was on, it was nice to, you know, be able to walk in a toy store and say, oh cool, like they have an Orko figure, they have a Sorceress figure. So let's see what this Sorceress figure looks like. So let's remove the sleeve, and there is Sorceress. So Sorceress, so she comes with multiple heads as well. So what do we have here? So we've got, it looks like they look very similar, except the other head looks like it has like a bit of a blue trim on it. If you can see that, and then, you know, the bird or falcon. I forget. I mean that's the bird she turns into, I believe. And it's got the little perch as well. Not really much accessories with this one, but the cool wing cape. You know, and eventually I think I'll bring myself to actually opening these figures, but for now just I like having them in the box. And I think with these figures you can actually open them and put them back in relatively easy, unlike some of the other Masters of the Universe classic figures. So yeah, really cool. And with this actually completes sort of like the Teela Man-at-Arms family. Like I've got Sorceress, Man-at-Arms, Teela. I believe, like at least the rumor is that, and I believe they've confirmed this, is actually I think it says on the back of the box. Let's see. So her husband, actually, oh, okay, so it does say on the back of the box. So the Sorceress' husband was killed defending Eternia. She subsequently had to surrender her daughter Teela to keep her from danger. She longs for the day when she can reveal her true identity to Teela. So okay, so NAS Man-at-Arms is Teela's adopted father. So anyway, that's a bit of Masters of the Universe lore, but that's a really cool figure. Alright, so yeah, really excited about that collection. I've got more Masters of the Universe figures on the way. I believe I've got like the Masters of the Universe. They're kind of like the recreations of the original, you know, the smaller figures. So there was a He-Man, Skeletor, and Hordak and She-Ra. So She-Ra, I mean, the cool thing about She-Ra is she wasn't actually part of the Masters of the Universe line. She was part of the She-Ra Princess of Power line. So it's really cool that they've actually now, through this series, as well as like other Masters of the Universe series over the last few years, through these adult collector series of figures, they've released, like, you know, a She-Ra version of sorry, Masters of the Universe version of She-Ra, as well as I believe some of the other characters. So pretty excited to get that, as well as to see what else Super 7 has in store for us. But so far I think they're doing a really good job with the line, and I think like the Triclops, you know, including the extra head, I mean, you know, good on Super 7. You know, I know for some collectors, I mean, the fact that the visor doesn't work, depending on how you want to display your figure and what expression, I know would definitely upset some fans. So, you know, good on Super 7 to make that right. I mean, clearly this line is in really good, capable hands. And you know, they've been doing an awesome job so far, and you know, great to see them revitalize the line for adult collectors such as myself. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this you know, glimpse into the Wave 2 Club Grayskull Filmation style figures. Please like, comment, and subscribe below, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching.
I held aloft my magic sword and said, by the power